So I did a little bit more to the Carrera 132 track. It's been sitting for a while, not doing anything. So I finally got around to getting the double pit zone in. I went with the cross piece because with the when you go with the double change lane piece, like I have two over there, you have to have a space in between those two tracks. So this pit lane is 8 pieces long. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. It's 8 pieces long instead of, I think, 10 or 11 it would have to be. So there, you know, that's, I just didn't work with my layout. It's too long because my layout's 16 by 8. And I moved this basically back. I had it up one, and I moved it back one and cut this piece in. And I had to cut the border, cut that piece. I moved it back one. The center section in. Last time, I believe in the other video, these lights were not up, and this fence and these were not there because the center section wasn't there. I was kind of held up. I couldn't really do any more to the track until I had the center or the second pit zone in. So once you got the center pit zone, then I could cut this center piece out. It's like a resin board. Cut that out, and then I put that in place, and I hot glued the pit zone down to that piece so it makes like a diorama. You know, also glued these barrels down to the resin board, and then glued the fence to the barrels. So that way the track is free and there's nothing glued to the track. If anything is glued to the track, like this little piece here, it's just hot glued. You can easily remove it with like a little spatula knife or whatever. So those 3 lights were added. I've got like 9 more lights to put in. So those will be spread around the inside straight there. And the hairpin corner will have some more lights. And I went ahead and put the borders with the signs all the way around the corner. It's a 415 corner, full size 415 corner, so you can really rip it around that corner. You know, I went ahead and I put all the signs into that area as well. And then on top of that, I put the little, I had some old lights from like Hobby King or whatnot, from LED lighting, 12 volt. So I had red and yellow and green, which I put way down there. So those are like kind of like a backlighting. Basically, right now I'm printing out the barrier wall for the pit zone. It's going to take me about 30 hours to print it because I'm going to have to paint this, and there'll be this fencing up here all the way, and then like this will be hot glued down here. So this will be painted red, and then this can be hot glued very carefully here. I mean, you can do things like, you know, like a barrel. You could do like a barrel here. But the one thing you need to watch out for is the card, because you just need to make sure that you've got a room. Like, see, it's too close there, I can tell. See. So I mean, it's tough. You need to get it perfect. In my opinion, you need to get the widest car you have. Like, this is probably the widest car I have, and that probably is one of the widest cars. And the Mercedes GT3. So that's a good car to judge what you're doing there. Because man, when this thing comes If this thing comes out of here, forget it. You know, it's not gonna be. I gotta have it back. Maybe like a 1, something like that. As it goes, I mean, it's gonna go. It goes all the way down here, so. It's kind of big. It's a lot of printing. This one it's going to take like 30 hours because each one takes like 30 hours. It seems like or 2 hours to print the barriers plus another hour for the fence. Each one of the fence things takes like an hour. And I put the center section in. I painted it black, but kind of is. It looks kind of brown. Kind of looks like mud, but that's all right. I had these other diorama like inlays here, like with grass, but I actually scraped off the grass and then painted it black. It looks like tar from a distance almost, you know. Though I think some of this fencing over here might do here, but you don't want it too high because you want to be able to see the cars. So, you know, like over there, it's pretty good because you can see the cars, you know. And like the last video I showed on this, the corner over there was really detrimental, as I said. So I put some foam in that corner. And it also protects the 3D printed dinosaur. So that thing is the dinosaur is really fragile. Really fragile. I mean, it's made out of white PLA, just like everything else. And I painted it. I think I did put the lights in for the bridge, but they didn't come out very bright. Unlike the dinosaur red, they did not come out very bright. I originally had those signs on the other wall. I had all those Pirelli and Audi signs on this. Or if you remember on the other video, I had them here, but I figure it's pretty good because if you look through when you're cruising, and you're cruising through there, maybe you're back over here. You can't really tell with this lens on this camera. It's very wide, but it's nice to be able to kind of see through there. Turn on the lights. You know, it's kind of hard to tell because I really can't tell when I'm filming because this is what a GoPro Hero, so I can't really tell that I'm filming. I could put it on the tablet. See what the hell I'm doing when I'm doing this. And unfortunately, it's not as bright as I had hoped here. I mean, like it's pretty bright. It's pretty bright. It's not real bright. Cars look pretty good. This car is tiny. And I'm using Smartrace, which, I mean, it's good. I like the Smartrace app, I really do. It works well. You put the ghost car on channel 7 only, the only one ghost car, and channel 8 is for a safety car. You know, 1 through 6 are for actual people. You know, the ghost car will not pit or refuel. I mean, in my opinion, you really need like 3 pit zones. Like the safety car needs its own separate pit zone away from the double pit zone. That way, it's just out of the way, because otherwise you lose, because he'll go park there in one of the areas if you use him in the double. I don't use them. I don't use the safety car or any of that, so it's fine. I mean, I just need the double pit zone for players, and you know, that works out fine. I don't have any of the add-ons like damage, weather, penalties, or the virtual safety car. That's another add-on for Smartrace, which I don't have. I haven't looked into that quite yet. It'd be nice to actually mirror Smartrace 2 on a larger screen, which you can do with, I think it's Chromecast and Amazon Fire. I'm talking about figures. They have the white metal figures that are made by Slot Car Scenics, and those are some of the better ones that I've seen. And I'd be real happy with just getting the pit zone crews that you can paint. It takes like an hour or two to paint each one, you know, with the Revel paints and probably a magnifying glass, because you can't see because they're so tiny. But the white metal figures from Slot Car Scenics are probably some of the best. And when they have the pit zone guys, and they have the engineers, and they also have the guys that hold the signs up, so you can, like, you know, make those guys real nice, and they look real nice around that racetrack, in my opinion. You know, and then they also have some nice camera crew guys who like doing interviews. If you want an interview area, if you have that, whatnot. And but they do look a little better, and they're not so. I mean, they wouldn't be so shiny like the Carrera people. So and the Carrera people are pricey, and they duplicate a lot of their people, in my opinion. But you know, that's that you can go also with Le Mans figures. They're good. You know, that's probably, I can get a few of those guys. But I don't know. There's not that many people, so I don't have grandstands or anything. So just pit zone, and the safety guys. They also have the safety guys, so they have quite a few sets of safety guys. So you could definitely have like 2 guys in each corner. And I've looked at it closely. It's probably about 350 in the people, plus the paints. And it probably takes like a month to get in America because it's in Europe. And that's down the road. So after that, I mean, right now I'm just basically trying to finish the pit zone wall. Finish up. I got to print out 9 more lights. The one thing I'm not really cool about is I got to see these like back walls. Like I only got 1 there. I got to do 1, 2, whatever. I got to do a bunch of those walls there and paint them the color of the pit zone, and see, you can have a bunch of people in there from the VIP, but that's a lot of people. So that'll be a while. That's probably the longest print, so those back walls on the pit zone VIP boxes, because they're thick and they take a while, even with 20% infill. So basically 2 hours a piece on the walls. I need about 12 of them. An hour a piece on the fences. I need about 15 of them. Don't even ask how long. The pit zone took like 400 hours to build, so printing and painting. So I'll have another update on the track once I get a little further. It's been a while since I did an update, so I figured, you know, I'll put it out there, see how it all ends up in the long run. the barriers on the wall there in pure white. You know, it's coming out alright. Once you paint them, they're alright. They, you know. I could print more at a time, but I don't. I really don't want to print like 4 of them at a time and then lose power or something. And you get a little better print just going slow and just doing one at a time. It's really, there's no hurry.